Listen to me. The most dangerous lie you can tell yourself is that you got time. You walk around like it's unlimited, like you can press pause whenever you feel like it, like you can just start grinding next week, next month, next year. But let me be real with you right now. Time does not stop. It does not care how tired you are. It does not care what happened to you last week. It does not care if you're ready or not. It keeps moving. And once a second passes, you can't buy it back. You can't trade for it. You can't rewind it. It's gone forever. That's why so many people never get to where they say they want to be. It's not because they don't have the talent. It's not because they don't have the resources. It's not even because life is unfair. No, it's because they wasted too much time. They thought they could play around in their 20s and get serious later. They thought they could watch hours of television, scroll endlessly on their phones, sleep in, hang out, gossip, complain. Somehow one day success would just show up at their doorstep. Family, success doesn't knock on your door just because you're alive. It shows up for the ones who respect time. You've been given the same 24 hours as the greatest people who ever lived. The difference is not in the hours. The difference is in the mindset. The difference is in what you do with them. And here's the crazy part. Most of you act like you're going to live forever. You push off your dreams. You delay your grind. You act like you got a lifetime supply of chances. But deep down, you know, you don't. You've seen people around you leave this world too soon. You've seen opportunities disappear while you hesitated. You've seen doors close because you weren't ready to walk through them. So why are you still playing like time is your toy? Why are you treating it like it's not the most valuable thing you own? You can always make more money. You can always buy new shoes, new clothes, a new car, but you can never buy one more second. Once today is gone, it is gone. Once this hour is gone, it is gone. Once this moment right here is gone, it is gone. And some of you are letting too many of those moments slip through your fingers. I need you to wake up and understand this truth. Every second is expensive. Every second is a piece of your life you're spending. And the question is, are you spending it or are you investing it? See, when you waste it, you're spending it. You're throwing it away with nothing to show for it. But when you lock in, when you focus, when you grind, when you sacrifice, you're investing it. And that investment pays you back later in results, in opportunities, in doors opening, in dreams becoming reality. You think you got time to chase that dream later, but what if later never comes? You think you got time to apologize to that person you hurt, but what if tomorrow isn't promised? You think you got time to build that business, to write that book, to start that project, to get healthy, but time is not waiting on you. While you hesitate, while you procrastinate, time is passing. And here's the scary truth. If you don't use it wisely, you don't just lose time, you lose the life you could have had. So many of you are living beneath your potential, not because you don't have the gift, but because you waste the gift of time. You sit around complaining, wishing, hoping, but not doing. You tell yourself you'll start when it feels right, but let me tell you something. It will never feel right. The only right time is now. The only moment you got is this one. And if you don't move on it, you'll look back 5 years, 10 years from now and regret that you didn't. The pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. And nothing hurts more than knowing you had the time but wasted it. Nothing hurts more than looking at your life and realizing you could have been further. You could have been stronger. You could have been greater, but you let seconds slip by like they didn't matter. Stop acting like time is cheap. Stop treating it like it's on sale. Start treating it like the rarest jewel you'll ever own. Guard it, protect it, use it wisely. Every day you wake up, You're being handed a gift, 24 brand new hours. And what you do with them will decide if you live your dream or if you die with it still inside you. So hear me clearly. Time is the only currency you can't refill. Spend it with intensity. Spend it with urgency. Spend it like your future depends on it, because it does. You know what I hear the most from people? Excuses. Excuses for why they're not where they should be. Excuses for why they haven't started. Excuses for why they quit. And the crazy thing is, they don't even sound like excuses when you say them out loud. You've convinced yourself they're valid reasons. You tell yourself, I'm too tired, I'll start tomorrow. You tell yourself, I don't have the resources. You tell yourself, I'll wait until the timing is perfect. But listen to me carefully. Excuses are nothing but lies we tell ourselves to stay comfortable. They are chains that keep you locked in the same spot year after year. You've got to get to a point where you hate excuses so much that you refuse to let one come out of your mouth, because excuses don't build dreams. Excuses don't put food on the table. Excuses don't create freedom. Excuses don't get you closer to the life you keep saying you want. All they do is keep you stuck while life passes you by. Think about it. How many times have you said you were going to start something and didn't? How many times have you said, this is my year, and then ended it the exact same way you started it? How many times have you promised yourself change, but the only thing that changed was the calendar? You didn't lack motivation in the moment. You lacked the discipline to silence the excuses. Every time you make an excuse, you're telling yourself your dream isn't worth the grind. You're telling yourself your future isn't worth the pain. You're telling yourself your family isn't worth the sacrifice. That's how dangerous excuses are. They sound small, but they cost you everything. Excuses will whisper to you when you wake up early, go back to sleep, you can do it later. Excuses will show up when you're about to hit the gyms. One day off won't hurt. Excuses will pop up when you're building that business. You don't have enough money. You don't have the right connections. Excuses are always available, but so is opportunity. And the one you choose will define your life. Let me be real with you. Tomorrow is not promised. Some of you keep saying, I'll start next week. I'll start next month. What if next week doesn't come? What if next month doesn't come? What if this was your only chance to get it done and you wasted it because you were waiting for perfect conditions? You can't keep postponing your life and expect to win. And here's the truth: the conditions will never be perfect. You'll never have the perfect amount of money, the perfect amount of time, the perfect amount of energy. That's not how life works. You don't wait for perfect to move. You move. And while you're moving, you figure it out. Excuses make you wait. Execution makes you grow. I need you to stop blaming your past. Stop blaming your parents. Stop blaming your boss. Stop blaming your situation. As long as you keep pointing fingers, you'll never pick yourself up. Excuses keep you powerless. But when you take ownership, when you say, I don't care what happened. I don't care what I didn't have. I don't care what went wrong. I'm still going to do it. That's when you take your power back. Some of you talk too much about what you're going to do. You've been talking about writing that book for years. You've been talking about starting that business for years. You've been talking about getting in shape for years. And every time you've got a reason why you can't. But I need you to understand, nobody is going to feel sorry for you. Nobody is coming to save you. The world doesn't pay you for excuses. It pays you for results. Excuses feel good in the moment because they take the pressure off. They make you feel safe, like you're protecting yourself from failure. But what you're really doing is guaranteeing failure before you even start. You think you're avoiding pain, but you're locking yourself into a lifetime of regret. And let me tell you something, regret is heavier than failure. At least when you try and fail, you learn, you grow, you get better. But when you make excuses, you don't even give yourself a chance. So stop talking about what you're going to do and start doing it. Stop waiting for the right time. It's right now. Stop waiting for somebody else to push you. It's on you. Stop letting your excuses write the story of your life. Because if you keep feeding them, you'll wake up one day and realize you never lived the life you could have had. Excuses don't build dreams. Execution does. Distraction is the silent killer of dreams. It doesn't come at you loud. It doesn't announce itself. It just slowly pulls your attention away from what matters most. One notification, one video, one conversation that leads nowhere. And before you know it, hours are gone. And here's the truth. Some of you aren't failing because you don't have talent. You're failing because you can't focus. You're losing not because you don't have what it takes, but because you keep giving your time, your energy, your attention to things that don't deserve it. You've got to understand something. Success doesn't come to the distracted. It comes to the disciplined. It comes to the ones who know how to lock in when everybody else is playing around. It comes to the ones who can say no to comfort, no to entertainment, no to wasting time. And yes to the grind, yes to the goal, yes to the vision. That's the difference. That's what separates the ones who talk about it from the ones who live it. The problem is distraction feels good. Scrolling feels good. Watching another episode feels good. Chilling feels good. But discipline doesn't ask how you feel. It asks what you want. Discipline says, I know you're tired, but we've got work to do. Discipline says, I know you want to quit, but we're not stopping until it's finished. Discipline says, I know the world is calling you in 100 different directions, but you've got to keep your eyes on where you're going. That's the voice you need to start listening to. You can't expect to reach your dream while you're giving your focus to distractions. It doesn't work like that. Every time you choose distraction over discipline, you're making a trade. You're trading your future for a moment. You're trading what you want most for what you want right now. And the scary part, most of you don't even realize you're making that trade. You tell yourself you'll just check your phone for a minute and then an hour disappears. You tell yourself you'll relax for a little bit and then the whole day is gone. Distraction doesn't just take your time. It takes your destiny. I'm not saying you can't ever rest. I'm not saying you can't ever enjoy yourself. But what I am saying is you've got to earn it. Rest should come after work, not instead of it. Fun should come after focus, not in place of it. Too many of you want to play for you've won, and that's why you're stuck. Winners delay gratification. Winners put in the hours first, then they celebrate. Losers celebrate too early and then wonder why they never make it. Think about the greatest athletes, the greatest leaders, the greatest innovators. What do they all have in common? It's not that they were born with more talent than everyone else. It's that they mastered the art of discipline. They said no to distractions most people can't resist. They trained when others were sleeping. They studied when others were partying. They worked when others were wasting time. And that's why they're living their dreams while others are still talking about theirs. So the question is, what are you willing to say no to? Are you willing to say no to the late nights that keep you from waking up early? Are you willing to say no to the endless scrolling that steals your focus? Are you willing to say no to the people who don't support your vision and only want to waste your energy? Because discipline is not just about what you do. It's about what you refuse to do. And let me be real with you. If you can't control your time will control you. If you can't control your focus, you'll spend your life helping someone else build theirs. If you can't master discipline, you'll always be a victim of distraction. That's the reality. Discipline doesn't feel good in the moment, but it feels amazing when you start to see the results. When you look back and realize you stayed focused, you stayed consistent, and now you're standing in the life you once dreamed of. That's when it all makes sense. The pain of discipline is temporary, but the reward of discipline is forever. So stop letting distractions rob you of your greatness. Stop letting little things steal big opportunities. Stop giving away your focus like it's free. Guard it, protect it, and use it with intention. Because success doesn't come to the distracted. It comes to the disciplined. Every single day you wake up, life hands you a deposit of 24 hours. That's your currency. That's your wealth. That's your opportunity. And the way you spend those hours is either going to make you rich in your future or keep you broke in your potential. The problem is too many of us spend time like it's loose change, like it's nothing, like we can just throw it away and get more tomorrow. But the truth is, every day is an investment, and the way you choose to use it will decide everything about who you become. Some of you are spending your time instead of investing it, spending it on gossip, spending it on entertainment, spending it on negativity, spending it on things that don't build you. And when you spend it, it's gone. There's no return. There's no growth. There's nothing left to show for it but regret. But when you invest your time reading, learning, working, building, creating, grinding, that time multiplies. That time produces fruit. That time pays you back over and over again. You've got to start treating your hours like they're $1,000,000 opportunities, because that's exactly what they are. Every hour has the power to change your life if you invest it right. 1 hour can put you ahead of the competition. 1 hour can be the difference between average and great. 1 hour can open a door that changes everything. But if you keep wasting those hours, you're going to look up one day and realize you gave away a fortune without even knowing it. Think about it. The people you look up to, the ones you admire, the ones who seem like they're living on another level, it's not luck. It's not magic. They invested their time differently than you did. While you were spending it on temporary pleasure, they were investing it in permanent growth. While you were watching, they were working. While you were scrolling, they were studying. While you were chilling, they were creating. And now you're clapping for them because they're reaping the harvest of the seeds they planted with their time. Stop telling yourself you don't have time. You do. You have the same 24 hours as every legend who ever lived. The difference is how you manage it. The difference is whether you treat it like cheap paper or like priceless gold. Every time you say, I don't have time, what you're really saying is, I'm not prioritizing what matters. Because the truth is, you make time for what you value. If you really want the dream, if you really want the success, if you really want the breakthrough, you'll invest your hours into it. You've got to understand, time doesn't lie. It tells the truth about what you value. If you say you want success, but you spend more time scrolling than studying, the truth is you don't want it bad enough. If you say you want to be great, but you spend more time talking than working, the truth is you're not serious. Time exposes your priorities. Time reveals your commitment. Time shows the world whether you mean it or not. And here's the thing. Opportunities don't wait. They don't hang around forever. They come, and if you're ready, they take you higher. But if you're not ready, if you've been wasting your time, that opportunity passes, and it might never come back. Some of you have missed seasons of your life you'll never get again because you didn't invest your time right. Don't let that keep happening. Start being intentional with your hours. Start asking yourself every day, is this building me or breaking me? Is this moving me closer to my dream or keeping me stuck where I am? Is this an investment or just an expense? Because once you start seeing your time as an investment, you'll stop giving it to things that don't matter. You'll start guarding it like your future depends on it, because it does. And let me tell you something powerful. The compound effect of invested time is real. 1 hour of discipline today might not look like much. One day of focus might not feel like it's changing your life. But when you stack those hours, when you stack those days, when you stack those weeks of consistent investment, your life transforms. Small deposits add up. Every book you read, every workout you push through, every skill you sharpen, every sacrifice you make, it all compounds into greatness over time. Don't waste your wealth. Don't waste your currency. Don't waste your life on things that don't give you a return. Every second is a seed. Plant it in the right soil. Water it with consistency. Guard it with discipline. And watch your future bloom. Invest your time like your life depends on it, because it does.